Turning your thermal compost pile. When you are ready to turn your compost pile, you will turn it into the second 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter square you had laid out on the ground when you initially built your compost pile. As you can see, we are going to take the dry, cool material that is on the outside of the current pile and place it in the center of our new pile as we turn. Remember to remove any inorganic material you find as you are turning your pile. Inorganic material will not decompose, nor will it supply any nutrients to our plants. The hot, wet materials that are on the inside of the old pile will become the outside of the new pile as we turn our compost. This is because the turning of the pile helps to regulate the temperature. The hot portions of our compost pile need to be moved to the inside of the pile where the aerobic decomposition can heat up and cook off all of the weed seeds, pathogens, and bad bacteria and fungi. Remember to keep the corners and edges of your pile neat as you turn and rebuild up your pile. Also remember that it is important to add water during the turning of the compost pile. You will need to add 800 to 1,000 liters of water during your first turning. You can sprinkle it on as you turn if you have a hose, or you can wait until the end and add it into the middle of your pile using buckets once you have finished turning your pile. Not sure if your pile still needs more water or not? Be sure to do a squeeze test to check and find out. You can see a video of how to do the squeeze test on our channel. The first turning will happen within the first 2 to 3 days. Be sure to turn at temperature. Once the metal rod is too hot to hold, you will know it's time for your first turn. The second turn may take a little bit longer. Once again, when the metal rod is too hot to hold, you will turn your pile, anywhere between 3 to 6 days. After the second turn, you will turn your pile once a week for an additional 5 to 6 turns. Once you have turned your pile at least 7 times and the temperature of your pile has stabilized, you can stop turning. Remember, you will need to add water after each turn after doing your squeeze test to decide how much water is needed. The water is essential for the aerobic decomposition to take place. If you want to store your compost, allow the compost to sit until fully dry before bagging.
Our compost is ready and we are harvesting them. We are moving them into storage because the rain will soon be here and we'll start preparing our land for compost application and then planting in May. You can see how rich this compost is. So we are storing them in bags, 100 kg bags. Look at how dark. This is life. We have recreated life. Look at the soil. Is this not beautiful?
Remember to store it in porous bags or in an open space so that the compost can continue to breathe.